score! And McClellan, he could go. Burst of speed. The header, another goes in.
Heisman Memorial Trophy. Bryce Young.
A shot with the right foot. 3-1 Crimson Tide. We talked about Alabama. Okay.
Alabama is still Alabama.
Roll Tide and welcome to the Crimson Tide production studio inside Bryant-Denny Stadium for another episode of TideTV This Week. I'm Roger Hoover, joined by my co-host Kinsey Hughes. And Kinsey, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. How was it back home in Pensacola?
Oh, Pensacola is beautiful as always, but still feeling merry, still feeling bright, still very thankful to be hosting this show and rounding up the year with Alabama Athletics.
Yeah, Kinsey, it has been a great year so far for Crimson Tide Athletics. 5 different teams have already been ranked in the top 10 nationally. One of those, of course, was the Alabama football team. The Crimson Tide currently ranked 5th.
A big reason for that is this year's senior class. The 2022 senior class has compiled a record of 46-6 over the last 4 years, winning 2 Southeastern Conference championships and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship.
Before we preview the final game of the season, let's take a look back at their final game inside Bryant-Denny Stadium, a 49-27 win over Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Gloomy day for this 87th edition. Alabama's won 5 straight in the series at home.
All right, we got to go out there and change the way these guys think by how we impose our will. Street fight mentality, man. If this means something to you, you're going to go out there and be relentless about how we go take today. And I mean start to finish. One play at a time. That's how we do it.
Well, Alabama won the toss into third, so Auburn's going to get the football first, and the Iron Bowl is underway. And it's a quarterback draw, and Ashford gets collared at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to hide from Jaheim Otis. Shooting is Jahmyr Gibbs off the right side. Gibbs with a big opening and a big run of 13 to open things off. And now Ashford today a 24-yard touchdown gallop. Flat on the right side. Young loads and going long. Got a man there. Burton's got it. Jermaine Burton now buys himself some time. He's going to head to the sticks himself and trot in. Touchdown, Bryce Young. Alabama stretching it out and buries Bigsby for a loss. Eli Ricks takes him out of bounds. Wants to throw back to McClellan. Got it to him, and he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. And Hunter lost the ball. Alabama's covered it. DJ Dale's got it for the Tide. And touchdown, Roydell Williams. The guy that just came in for McClellan, and he scores. Young down the middle, completes it, first down. Kendrick Law still running. Kendrick Law all the way to the 35-yard line. He's looking for guys. Moore, and to the end zone, and got it. Ja'Cory Brooks. Touchdown, Alabama. Hunter got an opening. Reichert brought him down, or he might have had a big one.
It will be fair caught, or he'll make the call. He didn't get it. He dropped it. He dropped it, and Alabama's recovered it. I believe that's the snapper. Nealon Hibbett goes to Young. Little bubble screen. Hold it. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Alabama adds to its lead. 34-14. 54 seconds to go. Will hand it off. They'll work towards the goal line. McClellan keeps the legs turning into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll throw. Ball is going to be knocked away. DeMarco Helms. Bryce looking a lot of time across the middle. Catch made lot 2. Knocks one man down. Gets to the 46. Looking. Down he goes. Will Anderson credited with the second sack of the game for Alabama. Handoff goes to Gibbs, right side, cuts it back. He's at the 15, he's at the 10, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And Alabama wins Iron Bowl 2022.
We have some great fans. We had great fans and a great stadium and a great atmosphere tonight, and we appreciate it, and I appreciate that, and I know our players do as well. I think that a lot of the naysayers a lot of the people that were very negative about this team, a lot of the things that were written and said about this team really united the players. You know, they would say things like, this is all we have, but it's all we need, is the people in this room. And this program was built on positive. It wasn't built on naysayers. It wasn't built on negative. It wasn't built on expectations that if we don't succeed at a certain level, that there's going to be a lot of criticism. And I think that actually brought this team together more than anything else.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, for great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
How about some noise at the Rhodes House? Sliding in around the tag is Dowling.
Ashley Prangy, and Alabama takes the lead. That's well hit to center. Montana Fouts got her.
Jenna Johnson, perfectly executed.
She's looking for more. That's gone. Alabama answers right back to grab the lead.
Great competitor, just beautiful to watch from start to finish. Practice is paying off, and she knows it. Beautiful. It's going to be a big number.
And sticks that landing.
Beautiful landing. Oh my gosh. Perfect stop.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. So we just took an all-access look at the Tide's final win of the regular season in the Iron Bowl, their third consecutive victory over Auburn.
Now let's take a look at the 5th-ranked Tide's final game of the season, the All-State Sugar Bowl.
For a preview of the Tide's New Year's Eve matchup in New Orleans, our Christopher England joins us now.
Number 5 Alabama will take on number 9 Kansas State in the All-State Sugar Bowl. The Crimson Tide have played 1,330 games all time, but none of those have ever been against the Wildcats. This will be Alabama and Coach Saban's first ever meeting against Kansas State.
Alabama's played more bowl games in the Sugar Bowl than any other bowl. This will be the Tide's 17th Sugar Bowl appearance, 8 more than their 9 Cotton Bowl appearances. Alabama has been to an unmatchable 75 bowl games, 16 more than second-place Georgia's 59 bowl appearances. The Crimson Tide also have more bowl victories than any other program with 44. Alabama's last appearance in the Sugar Bowl was a big one. In the 2017 season, the Tide rolled over number 1 Clemson 24-6 on the way to their 17th national championship. The Wildcats have won 4 straight, including the Big 12 championship with a win over college football playoff participant TCU. Tied at 28 in that overtime period, TCU went for it on 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line, but the Wildcats defense stood tall. All the Wildcats had to do then was kick a short field goal for the win, and the Wildcats' Ty Zentner drilled it through the uprights for the win in the Big 12 championship. The Wildcats defeated the 3rd-ranked Horned Frogs 31-28 in overtime. Kansas State has 3 top 10 wins on the season, the most in school history. Along with defeating number 3 TCU in the Big 12 championship game, Kansas State defeated then number 6 Oklahoma 31-24 in Norman, and then dominated number 9 Oklahoma State 48-0.
This is a good, old-fashioned, well-coached, disciplined, tough, good football team. And they could make an argument that, you know, since they beat one of the teams that are in the playoffs, maybe they should be in the playoffs. So I think this is a really good team.
Leading Kansas State in those 4 consecutive wins is quarterback Will Howard. Howard stepped in against Baylor when Adrian Martinez went down with a lower leg injury. Over those 4 wins, Howard has thrown 15 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. Despite the efficient play of Martinez and Howard this season, the Wildcats aren't afraid to run. Kansas State leads the Big 12 with 530 rush attempts on the season compared to just 354 pass attempts. All-American Deuce Vaughn leads the Wildcats in the Big 12 in rush attempts with 271 on the season and is 3rd in the Big 12, averaging over 109 yards per game. Vaughn is a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield as well, as he is second on the team in receptions with 42 and 13th in the nation in all-purpose yards at over 138 per game. Kansas State leads the Big 12 in scoring defense, allowing less than 3 touchdowns a game at 20.8 points per contest. One advantage for the Wildcats is turnover margin. Kansas State is 5th in the nation at plus 14. The Wildcats defense has recorded 16 interceptions on the season, along with 8 fumble recoveries. One huge advantage for the Crimson Tide is there were no opt-outs. The Crimson Tide had the best offensive and defensive player in the nation ready to suit up for the Sugar Bowl. 2 of the top players projected in next year's NFL draft both wanted to play one more time this season for the Crimson Tide.
For me, it was easy. I just wanted to, it's another opportunity to go out there and play with my brothers. So again, I'm grateful for the chance we have, for the opportunity we all have, individuals and as a team. This is a huge opportunity. This is a big game to play against a really, really good team. We have a lot that we want to prove to ourselves. There's a lot that we want to accomplish as a team, and I'm just happy to get another chance to play with my guys.
For me, it was all just about the leadership and being here for the team. And, I've been preaching so much over these last 2 years about, how to do things the right way, the standard around here, and how to uplift the standard and how to uphold the standard. And, it just wouldn't be right for me just to walk out on my teammates. And, I think that's a big reason why I decided to play in this game and be with those guys.
Along with Bryce and Will, several other players are projected to go early in next year's NFL draft, and they all chose to play in the Sugar Bowl.
This game is shaping up to be one of the best bowl games of the season. Just like the Crimson Tide, the Wildcats aren't expecting any opt-outs either. So it'll be the 5th-ranked Crimson Tide against the Big 12 champion Kansas State Wildcats in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans on New Year's Eve. It'll be an early morning in the Big Easy. The action is set to kick off at 11 a.m. on ESPN.
Tide TV This Week is presented by Ford. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide, the University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Welcome to a sold-out Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa.
Players play, tough players win championships. If we're blue-collar basketball, we're winning this game. Okay? You play harder than them, you win the game.
Roll, Tide, roll is exactly doing that. It's hard to hear yourself in here.
Great competitor, just beautiful to watch from start to finish. Practice is paying off, and she knows it. Beautiful. It's going to be a big number.
And sticks that landing.
Beautiful landing. Oh my gosh. Perfect stop.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. What a season it was for Coach Wes Hart and the Alabama soccer team. Crimson Tide made history with several program firsts, broke so many school records, and won the first ever SEC championship during the regular season.
Alabama also earned the program's first ever #1 seed and made it to the College Cup for the first time in school history.
Let's take a look back at some of the best highlights from the best season in Alabama soccer history.
Wes Hart has completely reinvented this team.
It's a big rematch.
Another header, this time it'll count. Down to Paul with the strike, her first Alabama goal. Another goal's in, once again Riley Parker. Tees that up, nuts! Delivery into the mixer, headers in. It had to be Parker. A statement, validation. A win over a top 5 team here in Tuscaloosa.
To win the SEC West, they are going to have to get by the old standby, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Paul has a run from Skorka, back to the middle. Skorka scores! The equalizer for Alabama, and a shove in the box. Penalty coming up. Sarepka from the spot. Alabama leads it. The dream season still alive for the Crimson Tide. Cat Rogers floated back in.
Riley Tanner
Headed in. Alabama has the breakthrough, and surely a perfect SEC season. Blazing down the touchline. The ball for Parker! Penalty! Riley Parker, the talisman for the Tide. She scores!
Tanner tripped up. Riley Parker. Stopped by Norris, but the second one's in. Alabama storms in front.
Sarepka. Paul gets the breakthrough! Will that be the moment that sends Alabama to the College Cup? Tanner sends it forward. Sarepka has the header! What a moment for Alabama! 2-0. We will see overtime in Tuscaloosa. And she have the moment! Stopped by Crone! Oh, it's Reyes! Reyes! With the moment of her life! Let the celebration begin! The dream season! As Alabama reaches the College Cup for the first time in program history.
Some noise at the Rhodes House. Sliding in around the tag is Dowling.
Ashley Prangy. And Alabama takes the lead. That's well hit to center. Montana fouls Goddard.
Jenna Johnson. Perfectly executed.
She's looking for more. That's good. Alabama answers right back to grab the lead.
Thanks for watching. We hope to see you back here next week for another episode of Tide TV This Week.
We hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And Roger, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Yeah, same to you. Safe travels to everybody out there. We'll see you again back here next week. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. What a season it has been already for the Alabama men's basketball team, and we haven't even hit conference play yet.
With wins over then #1 North Carolina and #1 Houston, Alabama made history. The Crimson Tide became the first team to defeat two different #1 teams before January since Duke back in 1965.
Let's take an all-access look at history as Alabama defeated two #1 teams, North Carolina and Houston, brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
The Phil Knight Invitational, Alabama against North Carolina.
Hey man, first time my team had to go through some adversity. One thing I know, we're a family, dog. When families go through adversity, they don't splinter, they come like this. All right, this is our opportunity to be just like this. We'll be up and down all day, but we gotta stay just like this, man. We all we got. We all we need.
Now Alabama has a chance to play the #1 team in the country and get a win and go home.
51, a long pass and a thunderous right-handed dunk by Charles Benioff. Sears right corner three, shreds the strings. Mark Sears with a Quinterly, long floater's good. Behind his back inside, puts it up, puts it in. What a move by JQ. There's a putback by Peyton Raychuk. Charles Bediako gets Alabama to 100. Blocked by Bediako. And blocked by Charles Bediako. Inbounds pass to Davis. Davis gets Quinterly just past the timeline. Top of the key. Heaves it at the buzzer. That's no good. And the game of the year in college basketball is over. In a full 60 minutes of play and 4 overtimes.
Any way possible.
Number 18 Alabama defeats #1 North Carolina 103-101 at the Phil Knight Invitational in Portland.
And what a scene right now inside the sold-out Fertitta Center here in Houston. A crowd of just over 7,000. They have come to watch the #1 team in the nation, the Houston Cougars, undefeated at 9-0, taking on the 7-1 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Hard fought. This is going to be a heavyweight fight.
The kick out and an early three-pointer will go for Noah Clowney.
Boy, that was a terrific take by Noah Clowney. How strong you have to be in this game. Watch this. I mean, that's a man's game right there.
Burnett, 3-ball bottom.
Their culture is defense, rebounding, toughness.
To Bradley, goes in strong, off the glass, count it, and he's fouled.
It's a battle here in Houston. All Houston here in the second half. Timeout, Crimson Tide.
That says a lot about Alabama's resiliency. They could have folded up when they were down 12 or 13. And to be able to face that and come back, that says a lot about the resiliency of this Alabama team, as young as they are in spots.
Bradley on the drive, goes to the rack and throws it home. Oh, mercy.
They've got 4 freshmen in the game right now, and they are trading punches with Houston. Sears for 3. Yes! And Alabama has the lead.
And a lot of teams would fold up the tent down 15 in this environment, but Alabama did not.
One buzzer ball game, and for the second time in 2 weeks, Alabama has beaten the #1 ranked team in America. This time, it's on the road. Nice feed inside, heading up over the play.
Alabama opens the Rashinda Reed era with a victory.
He's going back, he's going down. Big hit delivered by Jalen Moody.
That one is back to the wall. Edge out of here.
It's Parker putting Alabama on the board.
Young pump fake, looks to his left, into the end zone. Catch is made, touchdown Alabama. It is high, it is deep, it is gone. Andrew Pink 20, 10, 5, touchdown Jahmyr Gibbs.
He's capable of that big number, and she's going to get it absolutely with that dismount.
And then no one throws it home on the other end. They don't ask you how. They simply ask you how many.
And there's a new champion in Tuscaloosa, the first soccer championship in school history.
We all we need. Like this the whole night.
And the game of the year in college basketball is over in a full 60 minutes of play and 4 overtimes.
Will Anderson in his face throws. It is incomplete. Zeros on the clock. Ball game. No flags. Alabama wins.
Nico Young all the way to the rack.
A win is a win.
She is so artistic, but she's also sharp.
Preseason and
Let the celebration begin. The dream season as Alabama reaches the college cutoff first time in program history.
For the second time in 2 weeks, Alabama has beaten the #1 ranked team in America. It has hit 0, and Alabama wins Iron Bowl 2022.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,